Welcome back to No Way Around. I'm so excited to be filming today, mainly because I've been really enjoying the challenge and the uniqueness of editing videos. I've never actually done this before. I don't know, maybe it shows, but I've been having a lot of fun filming for you guys, and I've been trying to film as many different types of YouTube video as possible. So you may have noticed that most of the videos I've released have like slightly different formats to them. Well, today I'm going to be practicing filming my first ever unboxing video. Today I will be unboxing one of the Rainbow High dolls. These have been going crazy, taking the world by storm recently, and you've probably already seen like a bajillion videos of people unboxing them, but they're really cool, and I just got one, and I need to practice making videos, so I'm going to unbox her for you guys. So, I have the Wave 2 Amaya Raine doll. She is gorgeous. I originally was not like about this particular doll. I was thinking if I was going to buy one of the Rainbow High ones, I would probably buy like Poppy or Jade. But I suddenly was won over randomly, and I went to the store and saw her in person and was like, yes, the time has come. So here she is. You've probably all seen the packaging, so I'm not really going to go too much into it, though I do like that on the packaging for the Wave 2, they have all of the Wave 2 characters. It's a nice little touch. So I'm going to get going on her. I'm so excited about this. I haven't opened a Rainbow High doll before, so this packaging may defeat me. We'll see what happens. I have my absolutely tiny little pocket knife to help me open the boxes with. I actually open boxes professionally. I work at a grocery store, and whenever we run freight, I have to open like so many boxes every day. And I find that a pocket knife is probably the best way to do that because it's just like a little sharp blade. I mean box cutters also, but pocket knives are a little bit more like multi-use and a little less intimidating. I don't know, I grew up having pocket knives like Swiss Army knives and stuff, but I didn't grow up using box cutters every day. I don't know, maybe that's part of it. But I will say that her packaging seems pretty intuitive to open. Like there's tape in a couple of little places, but oh my gosh, my anxiety hand tremors are open. Wait, what? Oh, no wonder I couldn't cut that. Oh, okay. So the top of her box is actually like a lid that lifts off. I didn't realize that, so I was trying to like cut the hard plastic. Apparently I need to sharpen this, but it's so tiny. It's like a baby-sized knife, and I think it's really cute. I barely ever use it because I usually use a bigger pocket knife when I'm at work, so this is really fun. Okay. So my strategy for opening basically any type of packaging is if I see tape, I cut it, and then I ask questions later. So we'll see how this comes apart. I don't really know. I've seen some unboxing videos with these before. I will say it's cool, they put a little carry handle on the box, so I was like carrying it around in the Target the other day with the carry handle. I'm so excited about this. What is happening here? Okay, so this box has two parts to it. It's the place where her fashion is stored and the place where the doll is stored. And they're kind of connected in some places, but not in others. It reminds me of this dorm building I used to work in that had 2 first floors, 2 fourth floors, and only the second and third floors were connected to each other. So when I used to do rounds for that building as an RA, I would have to like, we had a very specific route we would have to take, because otherwise you would get stuck, like, and you couldn't go to the other floors. It was really weird. It was weird architecture. Oh, okay. So you can open the box, it comes off. Her stand is a super cool shimmery gray color. So her stand and her little hangers are in here. Oh, she's so pretty. Okay, the doll herself. Oh. forgot. She had tape over here that I didn't get. I thought I got all the tape. Okay, just gonna set that side around. Look at how pretty she is. She has super crunchy hair. I know all the other people who have reviewed these dolls have mentioned this, so I was used to it. I was like ready. I was expecting it. But her hair is actually so stiff. Like, I'm just gonna do a little ASMR thing for you here. I don't know if you can hear that, but you can hear it crunching. But they do say, just like online, the instructions, so to speak, for these dolls do say like wash their hair. So it's not like it's a manufacturer's problem. They warn you about it. Okay, so we're gonna do some more tape cutting. Pro tip, if you're unboxing something that has like these little, there are these little plastic doodads holding her like hair and neck and everything in. Oh, there isn't one on her neck, it's just on her hair. Okay, so there's these plastic doodads holding her hair in. Instead of like risking cutting the actual doll, if you stretch out the plastic on the back and then cut against the cardboard creates kind of a natural place for you to cut, and you're not putting a blade near your product that you just bought. Oh, she's so pretty and cute. I think that because I've seen so many unboxing videos for these dolls already, I do want to focus this video, okay, I need to cut her thing near her socks. I want to focus this video on kind of the doll itself, like how do her joints move, her body, stuff like that. I'm definitely going to cover her fashion, but I feel like so many people have unboxed these dolls already. I don't know if it really matters too much, but maybe I'll put some like timestamps so that if you don't want to watch just like the unboxing process, if you want to watch like, you know, me reviewing certain parts of her, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll organize it so you can kind of see like the part that you're actually interested in. One of the other dolls I really loved in this line in the store was the, I totally spaced on her name, Crystal? The Indigo doll, Crystal. She has such a gorgeous eye color, hair color, and skin tone, and they work so well together, which is really cool because I know that there was a lot of contention over the fact there wasn't a doll kind of a darker skin. Well, there were dolls with like, I don't know, kind of a range of skin tones, but there weren't any dolls that were really dark skinned in the first line. And I know that was a lot of controversy, so I'm really glad that the doll they did release with a darker skin tone is so beautiful. She's gorgeous. But I didn't really like her outfit. So I'm hoping for a wave 3 because I love her color and everything, but like her, you know, the indigo theme and like her skin tone and her eye color, gorgeous. But I don't really like her outfit very much, so I'm hoping, because I really love the fashion of these dolls, so I'm hoping that for like a wave 3, they'll do one with like, you know, I would love to see her in like, or I would love to see all of them in like formal wear. I think that would be dope, like really gorgeous like ball gowns, so that would be cool. But hopefully, we'll see, wave 3 maybe wave 3. Okay, I don't know what is still, okay, her hair is free, her arms are free. I lost track of what I was saying. I was talking so much. I do appreciate the representation. My family has a pretty wide range of races, cultures, and ethnicities represented within my extended family. And I've definitely had conversations before with my cousins who maybe are less represented in toys than others of our family. And it's really nice to see, you know, some dolls that have that kind of representation. I don't know, I think the Avery Styles doll that they released that came with the studio, she really reminded me of like like my native family members, and I really liked her like really warm skin tone because it was kind of a nice, it kind of looked like my family members a little bit from my native side of the family. So I really liked that, and I just appreciate the representation. So I'm really glad that they did a darker skinned doll, and I really hope they continue that, maybe a couple more. I would love a boy doll, like a boy doll with like a much deeper complexion, because I think that would be really cool. I feel like boy dolls are underrepresented in general, and having an articulated boy doll is really hard to find. I have an Ever After High Hunter Huntsman doll, and I really love him. I think he's so cool, and I would like to see more of that. Editor Noah here. I realized when I was watching this footage that I don't think I explained myself very well in this part. And because it's an important topic to consider, like diversity in toys and media, I felt like it merited me filming a little something extra just to like explain to you what my thought process was here. Basically, what I was trying to convey is that I really value diversity in doll lines. It is so important for children to be able to see someone who looks like themselves, and it's really important for children to see people who don't look like themselves represented. Both are truly something we need to take into consideration. And this particular doll line so far hasn't put a huge amount of diversity into darker skin tones, which is like an issue on a wider scale beyond just doll lines and representation. Obviously, it's an issue on a wider scale. I think that they've already begun a good thing with releasing Crystal, and I think it'll be better to see more dark skin dolls. But I also really like seeing dolls with medium skin tones, and I think that it's important to remember that diversity is really very rainbow. Humans come in a very wide variety of skin tones, and I appreciate that they're putting effort into that as well. Okay. Oh, there's like, oh my gosh, there's like actual plastic ties holding her legs on. I had no idea. I love the packaging they use. This rainbow foil is gorgeous, though obviously the plastic waste is pretty tragic. I went back and forth over whether I even should buy one of these dolls because I really didn't want to be contributing a lot of plastic waste, but you do what you can where you can, and I try my best in a lot of areas. So, you know, at the end of the day, you kind of do your best. But it would be cool to see maybe more packaging with biodegradable plastics. That would be neat. I don't want to be dinking up her face too much. Here, we're gonna... That was a disaster, but we're done. Oh, and she's so gorgeous. Okay. So, I don't know if you can tell, but she's actually a little bit built on like a larger scale than other dolls this height. You know what? I'll get you a comparison. I'll be right back. Okay, so for comparison, I have my Ever After High birthday ball Blondie locks. And so you can see these girls are a little bit the same height. Blondie's on a stand, so she looks taller, but they're actually the same height. But Amaya is just built on bigger lines. She's a little bit wider. She's a little bit just like a larger scale doll, which I actually really like. I think I love my small fashion dolls, but I actually like the amount of detail they were able to work into her based on her size. And also, she's kind of huggable. I really like the proportions of the Rainbow High dolls. I mean, obviously their heads are not really the scale that most humans' heads are to their bodies, I mean, in comparison, but I really like that they have wider hips. They're a little bit curvier. They remind me of how I look and my body type, so I like that a lot. I will say I have no idea, like, a lot of people probably have feelings about like whether or not they're age appropriate. I have seen some reviews of people saying that they don't look like high schoolers to them. I'm not really sure. my dolls in my brain are kind of always my age, so she's very age appropriate for a 21-year-old student. That's kind of all I have to say about that. I'm not a parent. I don't have children, so I can't really weigh in too much on that. Okay, so she is gorgeous. Her hands, right off the bat, her hands are articulated, but they do not move very easily at all. I don't know if that's my particular doll. Like they do bend. Well, after I give them the initial bend, they work a little bit better. I think they have to be loosened. I would say loosen them very gently. Their hands are designed to come out of their arms on little pegs, much like the Ever After High dolls. And I know I've seen some people say you can break the peg off, which is obviously a problem. So I would say just be gentle, be careful. Her nails are painted. I don't think it'll show up on camera, but her nails are painted just a little light blush color. They're so gorgeous. Everything about her is gorgeous. So I will get her stand going, and then, yeah, we can talk about her a little more. Okay, so off the bat, one challenge for getting her in her stand is her little belt is a separate piece, which is adorable, but it doesn't want to come off like when you put her on the stand. So I would say if you're going to display her long term, slide her in a little bit sideways and then rotate her within the stand, and you can probably put her belt on after you put her on the stand is my guess. But she is absolutely gorgeous. All of the materials used to make her feel so good. All of these sequins are stitched. So this is a fabric that is actually stitched on, and you can see her zipper. It doesn't work, it's not a working zipper, but it is actually textured like a real zipper, and these little plastic pieces, it's not printed, they're interlocked like a real zipper. So that is amazing. Her outfit is 4 different pieces, actually. I just dropped her belt. There's her belt. Her outfit is actually a crop top, 2 crop tops. It's a t-shirt crop top, and then like a bustier crop top, and then a pencil skirt, and then a belt, which is so cute. She has actual little socks and shoes. I love her so much. Okay, so in terms of just like face, makeup, she has rainbow eyeshadow and glittery eyeliner, which you all probably know. Frankly, I'm not going to go into too much detail because I feel like you can kind of see this stuff if you like look at the product photos, but I would like to talk about her joints and how well they move. Her skirt gives her a greater range of motion than I was expecting. It is a pretty tight pencil skirt, but her leg can come out to here in it, which is pretty good. Her hips have excellent movement. They're really easy to move. Her knees are a little bit stiff. I assume that will help a little bit actually if I want to pose her. They do kind of click into place, so you can kind of lock her knees and have them stand up. You can bend them, they're just a little stiff, but I have heard people say different things about like the stiffness of the limbs. I'm assuming that they're going to loosen up a little. Her knees are double jointed, which means they bend at 2 places, which gives her a little bit of a deeper bend like a real person would have. And she has a point of articulation on her thigh, so like a ballerina, she can rotate, and it makes it look like she's rotating from her hip, though it's actually her upper thigh under her skirt here. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Her arms and shoulders go up really far. She can touch her face, which is like a really cool thing. As far as I can tell, she doesn't, oh yeah, so her arm can open. I was gonna say it's just a rotating joint, but no, it's an up and down joint as well. So you may want to, if you're posing her, you may just have to figure out where that sweet spot is of like her arm rotating. And it might be that her outfit is keeping her from closing her arm completely. Yeah, I think my doll, oh, there we go. I think her arm got rotated around in the box. So yeah, her body works really well. Her waist is not articulated, in case you were wondering. Her head has side-to-side articulation, very little up and down. So like the Ever After High dolls, like my Blondie doll here, their heads go up and down a little bit. Her head mainly goes side to side. It doesn't really go up and down. It's a little loose, so you could kind of make it go up and down, but it basically has one resting point, which is fine. It's a very natural resting point. Like it looks like she's standing comfortably. It doesn't look like her head is wonky, so I'm fine with that. She is so gorgeous. I'm loving it. Her ears are pierced. So she doesn't come with earrings, but her ears are pierced. So if you are interested in sharing earrings between your Rainbow High dolls, or potentially even earrings from other doll lines, I'm gonna have to check and see if my Ever After High doll earrings will fit her. She can wear earrings, and her arms can rest over her stand a little bit like that. Very nice. She comes with, as all Rainbow High dolls do, well, maybe not all. Yeah, the cheer line doesn't, but she comes with little hangers, and she comes with a little pants hanger. It's so cute. I will say that the scale of these dolls is still a little shocking to me. Like, I knew they were bigger because I'd seen them in person, but they, just like the fact that they're built on a larger scale, I don't think I really like processed that before. I think I put this on backwards. Yeah. But her little pants hangers work. They're so cute. You can see like next to my face how big this hanger is. It's bigger than I expected. So it is definitely the right size for her clothing. And she can hold it. I don't know if you can see that. She can hold it. Let's open her other fashion pack. I didn't do that. We'll do that. Thanks, Blondie. Trying not to throw her belt out here. Okay. Okay, so her fashion packs are glued into the bigger box. So I think you're just gonna have to tear them out. Sorry. I am going to try to keep her little display boxes somewhat intact because I think it would be cute to try and make her a little closet out of them. So I'll let you know how well that works. Cue nervous laughter. I'm pretty much just destroying this at this point, but I'm keeping the box more or less intact, but it's like literally like hot glued in. I don't know if it's hot glue. It's some kind of glue. So, yeah, you're probably gonna just have to tear it out. I am trying to tear it with more damage done to the back than to the front. So some of the adhesive is peeling off pretty well. I'm just trying to go slow with it. It doesn't look like I'm going slow. I'm having to put a decent amount of force, but I am trying to go slow. Here's a piece of the box. My room is gonna need the vacuuming after this. Okay, well, I have her first box with her little cheerleading uniform out. This is so cute, and I actually like the cheer uniforms because I love watching like competitive cheer, like the sport, not necessarily like affiliated with like a school or a team. And I think it would be super dope because she's so articulated, for her to be like a competitive cheerleader. You know what I'm talking about, the ones that do the super dope like lifts, and I forget the technical term for them, but basically they're really cool tricks. If anyone is watching this who is a competitive cheerleader, you're super cool automatically, and I'm very impressed. So I love that she has this uniform. Let's try and free her other shoes. Okay, there's her little shoes in their own little shadow box. I am gonna unbox them and then tell you my thoughts. Already looking at them in the box, I think they are super cool. The different colors on them, they're rainbow, and the different colors are painted on. So there are places where the paint looks a little bit messier than it does in like the promo pics, but I'll show them to you so you can kind of view them for yourself and see what you think. I'm not sure how to open this without destroying it. We're gonna try though. There's plastic tabs on the back that you can kind of cut, because I would love to keep this as a way for her to store her shoes. Like, I think it would look dope. I was already yesterday, I got her yesterday, and I was already like looking online, like seeing if anyone had like DIY like furniture tutorials for them, because I think she needs like a little room. But we'll see. I may have to do that. Okay, so you can take the plastic part out without ruining the box. So that's good to know. Okay, so there's plastic loopies holding her shoe down, and then on the bottom of the box, it's like flat. So it's basically in between, this cardboard is folded here. It's like the plastic loop is attached in between the folds of cardboard. So what I'm gonna try to do is reach in with my little knife and like cut out the loops from this side so I don't have to unfold the cardboard to do it. You do run a risk if you do this of scratching the actual shoe, but I'm going to be as cautious as possible and not do that. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, here's her little shoes. The back of them is the coolest part. It is dope. You can tell that they kind of, like the cheer line with the other dolls, they tried to make them look like they're wearing sneakers. They're not sneakers, but they did print it and mold it so it looks like it's actual mesh in the back, which is really cool, and it does kind of make it look sportier than otherwise. I definitely think they were trying to walk the line with her cheer uniform between making her look like the other like fashion dolls and the cheer dolls, which I think they actually successfully walked that line pretty well. Not a lot of complaints here, frankly. So, you know, things to think about. I've seen so much stuff about this cheer uniform online, so I'm gonna get right into it. But I was able to preserve this box, so I think there's a lot of glue and stuff on the sides, but I'm gonna try to clean it up, and hopefully it can stay as a way for her to store her stuff, because I think that would be dope. All right. We're gonna try to do the same thing to the outfit. I would like to preserve this box and turn it into a little closet. I think I'm gonna get like a chopstick, like a disposable chopstick, or a little wooden skewer or dowel, and hang it in the sides, like in the top, as a little hanging rack, because she has hangers and I want her hangers to be functional. So we're gonna try and see if we can make that work. I'm gonna do rainbow high scale IKEA right in here. Nice. One thing I love about the rainbow high dolls, which really shows the amount of effort they put into them, is the socks. They have real socks, and that is a key component of like testing the quality or like the attention to detail of a doll line. Like, real socks is something that not every doll gets. I don't know, I feel like even Barbie barely ever has real socks, so, you know. Okay, I think I am gonna have to deconstruct this a little bit to get this outfit out. That is tragic. Maybe not. I might be able to do something, but first I'll work on getting this stuff free, and then I'll try later so that you guys don't have to watch me messing with it. So cute. Her little socks are stored folded, so they are like knee-high socks on her. I think they're gonna look dope. Okay, that was really terrifying actually, and very painstaking, and I don't know if it was worth it or not. It might have been. It might have been. I have the intact box, and I don't think I cut any part of this, so that's really cool. So let's go ahead. All of her different parts of her outfit are wired together with little plastic tabs, so you want to be careful when you're removing it because you can make holes in the clothes if you like tear them apart. I just cut the little tabs. I mean, obviously you can cut a hole in it too, but look at her little skirt. I will say her skirt is like sort of weird and janky looking off of her, but I have confidence that probably on top of her it'll look better. One thing that is weird to me, so the inside of the skirt is like rainbow as well, rainbow foil, but the colors on the inside of the skirt don't directly correlate to the colors that are on the outside. So like, for example, this panel has like a peachy orangey color. On the inside, it's like purple indigo. I don't know why that is. I'm not mad about it. I am merely a little bit confused. So her cheer top and her hoodie are two separate pieces, so she can wear just her little cheer uniform on its own. She doesn't have to have her hoodie on, but her hoodie is really, really cute. One component to these hoodies that is super cute is the fact that they have a little hood, but it is a fake hood. It's just a little ribbon. I don't think there's any way on the earth this cannot in any way fit around her head. So that is a little tragic, but their heads are really big. So just be aware though, that even though there's a lot of nice elements of realism to this, her hood is fake and will not actually go on her hair. That is sad, but I like that the hood is a separate piece to the body because that does give it the like realistic draping effect, which is nice. I really appreciate that. So there are some tiny holes in the fabric from the plastic tabs, which, you know, I mentioned before, and you probably, my particular plastic tab had kind of a rough edge, which is probably my fault from cutting it from a knife, like at the angle that I did, but be aware if you cut it wrong, it could snag the fabric. My fabric looks pretty fine though. I think it's just, if there was a snag, it was a small one that was easily gotten rid of. One thing that is adorable is the sleeves of her hoodie have little ribbing. I don't know if you can see. I'm doing this thing. There's actual ribbing on the edge of her sleeves, which is so cute. Okay, I think it's time to dress her up. Let's dress her up. Okay, an issue that is quickly becoming apparent to me is that the ankle strap of her little heel goes all the way around. It's not like open in the back like a lot of doll heels are, so you'll want to be really careful when removing this because I could really easily see this like popping open, coming apart. Her second pair of heels are like that too, so they are designed to be changed out, but I would say do it with caution. Her heels are objectively though super cute. I would totally wear them. The straps are clear and they have rainbow printed on them in gold. And her little holographic socks are also amazing. Holographic, iridescent, I don't really know the difference, but they're so cute. All right, so I changed my Amaya doll into her second outfit. Here she is wearing her cute little cheer uniform. I really like it. I like the design. I think it's adorable to have layered tops because if you know me, you know that I am almost all times wearing at least 3 different shirts or tops. So I really like that part of it. I will say I was a little disappointed in her skirt. It doesn't fit her super well. I understand this is a constraint of having like a plastic body that doesn't squish around a little bit the way that human bodies do, but there's a little bit of that infamous like waist gap on her skirt that maybe other people with curvy bodies can relate to. So her skirt just has a little bit of a gap in the back. That being said, it is quite cute. There's a little bit of like loose threads. Not really loose threads. It's more like, yeah, it's more like they just didn't trim the thread quite as short as they could have when they were sewing. So it's not necessarily a loose thread, it's just a little bit of thread that sticks out. I may trim those myself. I do have little sewing scissors. We'll see. But it is cute. I will say that I don't know if I like kind of the way it shows her stomach. And the reason for that is it's a little bit awkward. Like it almost looks like, because of the gap, it almost looks like the reason she has like a little bit of her stomach showing is because her skirt fell down and not because it's like intending to. So I understand that a lot of cheerleading uniforms do have a little bit of exposed skin there, so I get that it was on purpose, but it almost looks like it wasn't on purpose, if that makes sense. Like it almost looks a little bit like it doesn't fit her. That being said, the top is super adorable. I was able to layer with like no problem, and one thing that I am obsessed with is that her hoodie drawstrings are actual drawstrings. She can cinch up her hood with them, and I love that. I love that so much. Yeah, this doll has an absolutely gorgeous face and absolutely gorgeous eyes. She does have the rooted lashes. And yeah, and I didn't show the back of her hair. It's not like ugly, it's just they basically gelled it into like 4 big chonky curls. So I'm probably going to wash it soon, but it's actually, it's not bad at all. It's not frizzy. I will say that it being gelled kind of helped a little bit with the dressing process because I didn't have to worry about getting her hair stuck in her Velcro. So if you are the type of person who gets a doll and dresses them like one time and then puts them on a display, I would say dress them before you wash their hair because yeah, you can always cover their outfit with like a bag or something or like a cloth, but it did make it easier to dress her. But she has gorgeous hair and her hair is very thick and full. So I'm very happy. My Amaya in particular, I saw her in the store and she had like a tiny little mark on her nose. I think it mostly rubbed off, so I think it's something that's pretty temporary, but it actually made me choose this particular doll because I liked it. Made her like a little unique, like she had a little freckle. It's mostly worn off. The one thing I will say, I love her socks. They went on really well, but I was not able to get her shoes on. I'm sure they will go on. I just chickened out because they don't have they don't have a gap in the back, which means they look really real, but it is a little nerve-wracking for me. I don't want to break the strap. So I'm probably going to revisit the shoes. I like both of the pairs of shoes she comes with. I actually, when I saw her online, I thought I would like her cheer uniform shoes best, but I think in person, I absolutely love her like little basic outfit shoes. They're so cute, so cool. I would wear them in real life. So yeah, that's my kind of overview. Okay, so it's a little bit later. I did get her shoes sorted out. I figured out the whole shoe situation, and I will say they are quite fabulous. They are so cool. It just took a little bit of gentleness. I tried to put strain on equal parts of the band so that it wouldn't tear any one part. And it was worth it for the finished look. It looks really good. I haven't attempted it with socks yet. Well, I have briefly and it didn't work, but I think it's just going to be easing into this process. So yeah, here's a little bit more of an up-close look at this girl. You can see her skin tone a little bit better. You can see her makeup a little bit better. I do love that they gave her glitter eyeshadow and eyeliner. That's really cool. Her eyes are gorgeous. Mine had a tiny nick in the surface of the eye, but I mean, you can't even see it here. It's very hard to see. And I think it's probably in like the acrylic layer. I think there's like a plastic layer over the glass. Yeah, but it is gorgeous, beautiful. She's awesome. All in all, I would say probably a 9 out of 10, a 10 out of 10 on the doll, a 10 out of 10 on her like original first outfit, probably a 9 out of 10 for the slightly stiff joints. I do think they'll loosen up maybe I'll post an update. But a 9 out of 10 for her outfit, her second outfit, because I do think that it is a little bit funky fitting. There are a couple of threads that don't look like they were clipped well, or perhaps fabric that wasn't trimmed very neatly. And her shoes are very difficult to get on and off. Well, off comes off pretty well because of socks, but definitely on is a big challenge for me that I have found so far. So I will devote some more time to trying to get her shoes on. I'm gonna wash her hair and stuff. Maybe I will post a slight update later on and just see how it goes with time. But overall, I would say if you would like to get this doll, still go for it. She is gorgeous, she is beautiful. I didn't focus a lot on her face and makeup because a lot of other people have done that, and I'm filming this on my phone, which means that you're probably not gonna get the best view of it anyway. But her makeup is beautiful, huge attention to detail. Her ears are pierced. Everything about her is gorgeous, except for those small little details that I mentioned. So I say still go for it. She's still 100% worth the cost, and I am so glad I bought her. Yeah, so I would say go crazy. I would be very interested to see other dolls in this line, and I will probably be getting them now because she is so amazing. I totally want more. So that's all for this. A huge shout out to my amazing, wonderful grandparents. I love you guys so much. You are incredible. You are inspirational to me. And to those of you who don't know, my grandparents gave me some Christmas money with which I bought this beautiful doll. So they are the sponsors for today's video, and they're amazing, fabulous, wonderful people, and I care about them a lot. So for all the rest of you, have a wonderful rest of your day. Much love from this creator to you, and I hope that in some way this video brightened your day. Now go forth and enjoy your existence.